I'm Wayne Organ. I'm Director in charge of the commercial team here at Roberts Limbrick. I've been at Roberts Limbrick now for just over 35 years. I joined one of the previous partners, Jeff Roberts, back in the late 80s. Over that time, the practice has grown from probably about 6 of us at that time to just over 120 now. The real good thing about it is that we've got a great family ethos, and that continues to this day. People tend to stay, build their careers here, and it sort of enables us to keep this continuity going through, which is really important to us. Apart from obviously the usual great design skills, I would say experience and honesty. Every site is different, and every project has its own issues. These need to really be understood early in the project. I therefore believe that a good architect really helps guide developers through the options, flags up risks, and makes sure ideas are realistic right from the beginning of the project. Usually the main issues I've found in my experience are planning, plus also cost problems associated with the proposals, or on a lot of occasions mixture of both. It's quite often planning can drive the design, which results in an uplift of costs, making the scheme unviable. So if these aren't understood early on, schemes can quickly become unworkable, lose momentum, and obviously ultimately fail. Yeah, we're very lucky in as much as we spend a lot of time at the beginning of projects getting the fundamentals right, understanding the budget, the brief, getting that clear. Seeing what's achievable and what the real constraints are with the site and the project. That's both from a site appraisal point of view and also from a planning perspective. This all shapes the design from day one, so buildings look good but also can stack up commercially. Unlike a number of architectural companies, we're also very focused and pride ourselves on delivering what we design, which comes from having a very strong technical experienced team in-house supporting us. It really comes down to experience, I think, focusing on the basics of good design. But it's also about understanding what's achievable early doors, making sure the designs are buildable and deliverable, and therefore not just attractive on paper. If you get the principle and fundamentals right early, with the quality, efficient layouts, proportions, obviously sustainability aspects, but a key one I think is building in flexibility. I must admit I've lost count of the number of buildings that I've been involved with over the years where you start the design process with one brief, and by the time it comes to actually be built, the brief has changed significantly. Well, I've had the privilege of working with members of the Kapital team for probably over 25 years now. Over that time we've built a really strong relationship based on trust and a shared understanding of what they need as a client. This makes a huge difference to how smoothly projects run, and this mirrors, I'll be honest, how we as a practice work more broadly, as around 80% of our work comes from returning clients and repeat business, which speaks volume about trust and consistency, and obviously Kapital are one of those. It's reinforced the value of honesty, openness and transparency. We've had that over the years in abundance. When those things are in place, it becomes so much easier to make clear, decisive decisions, is vital really for delivering successful projects. That approach aligns closely with our ethos as a practice, which is straightforward, honest, open communication and a shared responsibility that we're a team, which leads to obviously a more successful outcome for everyone.